Hello, hello, hello. We are live. It's 8 o'clock. You ain't got nothing to do but come sit and look at us. Sorry, I got a thing on my phone, a hair or something. Come and wait for some people to get here, and we're going to take it from there. I hope your day has been good. Hey, Scott Bear, how are you? Hey, Kathy. Hey, uh, Bulldog, how is everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. All we ask for is for you to tap and share if you can. We don't really ask for gifts, but you know, everything is appreciated. I'm just saying. Hey Kara. Hold on, y'all. I saw Christina. Hey, baby. Hey Zach. Welcome in, welcome in. I love you guys. Thank you for coming and joining with me. You will. Just give it time for everybody to get here. Please tap, 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 tap. If you like these types of lives we do, please let's try to get this up to, I'm gonna say 70,000. That's our goal for tonight. Is 70K. It's not hard to do. We're just getting a little more than normal. Oh, thank you. You can cut it off and get on my nerves. And yeah, and please share to at least 10 people and all that good stuff. Thank you, Wanda, for sharing. Hey, Heavenly. I see you, Miss Wanda. I love you. Who else? I like to say hey to all the ones that shared if I can, and even the ones that don't. I like to see you. And remember, you didn't have nothing to do tonight. Come sit and let us love on you for a minute. Come on over. You family here. Just don't bring no drama here. We be just fine. You can eat at my table at any time. And that's the truth. Dixie's not here right now. And she had to take a little time off and all that good stuff. And we'll get to her when she's able to do it. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't do that here. The only thing you might get served would be like a steak that would be close to. Anyway, leave that alone. Hey, user, welcome in. Just like I said, I'm waiting on everybody to get here. Hey, Kristen Dew, how are you, my beautiful sister? Please share to at least 10 people and make sure you like. Just tap, 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 tap. I know us. I'm watching Miss Raven. Miss Raven, if y'all don't know who Miss Raven is, she does like such awesome makeup. I love her style. I mean, I love the whole gothic art stuff. Y'all know me. And that's the truth. But anyway, we're going to be talking about Lizzie Borden House. And then at the end, hey Belinda, where you been? I ain't seen you in a moment. I hope everything's all good with you, baby. And I hope you're still doing good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Johnny, welcome in. Hey, everybody. Please make sure you share. If you're able, subscribe. If you're not, trust me, we all broke around here too. So we understand. We're not judging nobody, but I just have to throw that out there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, my mood is a little off. My vibe is spicy mayo's in the house. Hey Trishy, I saw you come in here. My mood is a little off. We tonight, and my vibe is, and that's the truth. But on this subject that we're doing tonight, yeah, I have watched so many videos on this week. I think I started Wednesday. I think that's what I told Mama Carrie. And I have watched so many videos in this. And I'll share my thoughts. Hey, Phoebe. I'll share my stuff at the end. But like I said, please share. Let us know you like these topics. And the only way we can know is by you sharing. And that's the most important thing. So, Lizzie Borden's house. It sits on 230... Hush. It sits on 232nd Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. 1892, double unaliving, father and stepmother by an axe. I have to be careful of my words. Y'all remember, I have to, hey, Mama Hen forever, I love you. Please share the video. Everybody, please, 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 we appreciate it. I thought the same thing, Raven. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, Trishy, for the heart. We love you. We love you. But yeah, it was the house was built in 1945 by Charles Truffon. Truffon, I can't never pronunciate that last name. Andrew Borden bought the house in 1972, who later converted it into a larger single-family home. Y'all gotta excuse my dogs. They want to be buttholes today. Lizzie Borden's parents, her biological mother. Hey! They over there fighting about something. Y'all excuse them. It's always something with them. So Lizzie's biological mother was named, it's always something, Sarah Anthony Nay Morris, who lived from 1823 to 1863. And thank you, Vicky Hans. I love you. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Thank you. That was so beautiful. I appreciate it. Andrew Jackson Borden, which was Lizzie's biological father, was born in 1822 and lived till 1892. Just so y'all know. However, Lizzie's mother's biological mom was, she passed early. And Andrew Borden married again. And I'm just going to throw something at the dog, I promise you. And he married a woman named Abby DeFree Gray in 1965. Lizzie Borden, an American woman who was acquitted in 1893 for the acts unaliving of her father and stepmom. People to this day still think that she really did it because of the fact that all evidence pointed at her. However, a jury of 12 men said this kind of harsh unaliving could never be done by a female. Lizzie was born July the 19th of 1860. She passed in July the 1st of 1927. Y'all remember that? Lizzie also had a sister named Emma. I'm just trying to give you some facts about everything before we go into the actual discussion about it. That way you have time to share, to tap, all that stuff. Tapping is caring, sharing is loving. I always know that. So, bear with me. They said that Lizzie did this because in today's world, her father and stepmom would have been sitting on around $10 to $12 million in wealth. So back in those days, it was like 250 to 500,000 is what they were sitting on in the bank, basically. But the thing was, it's a lot that I don't understand about this. They found the father. The whole family was sick for like a week because they were eating food that was left out for a week on the stove. And they said it was basically food poisoning. So they were seeing doctors and all that good stuff of that time. And we all know medical stuff back in those days was very, very low basic. You understand? They didn't really give you a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? They said that the father was found on the couch. with wounds, can I say wounds, to the face so bad that he was unrecognizable. They said it was around 20 to 21. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Lizzie's stepmom was found in the guest room, and she had 19 to the back of waxings. That's it, Raven. 19 waxings to the back of the head, and was found on the floor in the guest room. Now, during all this time, the uncle was had visited for no apparent reason. He just showed up the night before with no clothing. Nobody knew he was supposed to be there, and he was pretty normal about, like, he was specific about sending telegrams, letting them know they're coming, having clothes, but he didn't this time. The sister, thank you, Wally. I love you, Wally. The sister, supposedly out of town. Supposedly. Okay, that's what they said. Okay. Andrew was known to be a very frugal man. He didn't like spending money at all. Like, they grew up, they were literally for breakfast eating mutton soup, but it was how do they put it? Mutton, basically mutton water, like chicken broth, mutton broth, and a biscuit and whatever. It was literally nothing for people that could afford a better lifestyle. Now, during this, I've learned that Lizzie and her sister was mad at the dad and stepmom. I can't talk, because they wanted a better life, and where this house sits today was closer to Andrew's work, where he could just walk within minutes, like across the street, down the street. He was right there at everything, so he saw no purpose in anything. So he ended up buying the stepmom's sister a house, because she was about to file bankruptcy on the house that she had. I'm trying to give y'all a quick run through. Here's the catch. When cops showed up to what had happened, the waxing of the father and the stepmom, there was no red stuff through the house. It was right there in that general area. That's it. They said Lizzie had nothing on her. Nobody had anything, but yet they found an axe in the basement that they believed was probably their waxing weapon, if you get what I'm saying. And the thing is, I don't understand, the day after, the cops left, that next night, the night after it, the day, right? The night after, Lizzie was reported burning a dress that supposedly had red paint on it. That is the truth. Let me see. I'm trying to refresh my memory. Now Lizzie also went a week prior to the pharmacy, like 5 minutes away, to try to buy this poison she said to cure seal skins, or tan seal skins, whatever she was doing in the attic. Now, me personally, like, the pharmacy even said, well, that won't work on that, and she said she had bought it there before, but the truth is, he wouldn't sell it to her because it wasn't for that. And he told her she would have to have a doctor's prescription for that. That's the only way she could buy it. So she got mad and stormed out. That's what happened. So here we are. Trying to think. We all know if Lizzie did it, she got away with it. Okay. However, we are basing everything on if the house is haunted. That's what we're here for. I just gave you a quick backstory on what happened in the house and who Lizzie Borden was for the people that don't know. You got me? Now, hauntings. The first and second floor, you can hear voices. There's shadow figures. People have claimed to be touched. Some people have claimed to have their hair pulled. They can hear like people speaking. Like, I know that's voices, I get it, but like actual words, like not just a mumbling type situation. All right. The thing for me now, like I said, I have watched several videos, and I don't know how to put it, but my thing is this. When you have this type of event in a house, no matter who's renovating it, no matter who bought it, there's always going to be an energy there. And if y'all don't know what I mean, take red dye and put it on a sponge and leave it there. Then squeeze it out. That red dye is still going to be in that sponge. And that's how wood acts with the paranormal or incidents like this. Acts like a sponge. It holds it. There's nowhere around it. It just is what it is. Now, some people have also said that there are unexplained noises like thumps, creaking of steps, footsteps, and thumps. All of it. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to do away with the paperwork. And we're going to take this floor by floor, okay? Because this is how I see it. This is a 3-story house. And it has a basement, okay? The basement. Let's start with the basement. The basement, yes. There is something there around what they call a wash pot, a wash bin. It is like a little room where they would let their rainwater in to wash their clothes and stuff. I just got this feeling of being drawn to it during all of this. And it's weird for me because I normally, I can sense things, but it's not a drawing feeling to it. Then, before I heard anything about anything, I was scrolling through pictures online and saw a face in a wall, which I showed all my moderators, and come to find out to do a little back history of it. When this new owner that turned it into a bed and breakfast bought the house, they sanded that wall like numerous times and repainted it like numerous times, and this face still keeps being shown in the wall. Like it is a perfect, to me, it looks like Lizzie. That's who it looked like. And I've showed my moderators, and I'm like, this is Lizzie. And it's like, it takes up a whole small wall, like a whole small wall. And like they have reported, like they have probably sanded that wall probably 10 times, repainted it like 10 times. And this face, after like a few days, just keeps appearing. So, you take that how you want to. No, that's totally up to you. But me personally, I think there is more than just Lizzie in the house. I think there is something that is... You can go on their website, Raven, and you'll see it. Honestly, I think there's copycat spirits. I think there is a spirit there that is portraying to be the Borden family. Because in this family, no kids have stayed at this house, like as far as during this time. And when you're on the third floor, they're saying that you could hear children laughing and playing. And that is the truth. Why? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I get the feel of it being a copycat or a jokester that can change whatever it is. It's to watch the videos on it. There's also, let me go ahead and say this. There's also a room there that most sensitives in the basement can't handle being in this room. And it's just a storage room that's inside the basement. Thank you, Kimberly. But my thing is like when they took the camera into the room, I knew something was there before they even said it. There is something there. I could feel almost like my heart sank into my stomach type feeling. Now, we're going to move up to the first floor. The first floor is where Andrew was found on the couch. He had laid down to take a nap, and that's how he was. You got me? The first floor, no, I don't think is haunted. I don't. I'll be honest with you. There's no weird vibe. There's nothing there for me. Like, it just is. It just is the first floor. You know what I'm saying? The reason also too is that I don't really like places just like this that has a souvenir shop in it. It don't sit right with me. But that's where everything is on the first floor. You got me? As they were taking us through the first floor, nothing. Like, it was like a regular house. Like, you walked into my house. It's just a regular house. You don't know, and you just stopped to visit. It's weird because, for me, if there is something there, it would be all over the house. No, I wasn't there at all. I want to go, but I just didn't get the feel of anything being there. However, the second floor, that's a whole new conversation. The second floor, you could almost hear a lady chatting about something, talking about something, but you couldn't understand them. A lot of like heavy breaths for me, like I knew something was there. Does that make sense? It just, you knew. It was like somebody watching you, but you already knew somebody was behind you type feeling, which is weird. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how I take it. There was something there. The bathroom, I think it was in the master bedroom. That used to be a closet, but that gave me a weird vibe, okay? Not saying that I got a bad feeling, I just got a weird vibe there, like depressing, hateful type stuff. And that's where I'm more concerned about than the rest of the second floor. However, in other rooms, like walking through, you can see shadow people walk, but nobody would catch it. You know what I'm saying? They never catch it on camera, but you can see it clear as day if you paid attention. The second floor is definitely haunted. Third floor. supposedly where. Now I'm going to explain the second floor bathroom here in a minute, okay? More depth on it and the second floor. But right now let's move to the third floor. Third floor, I didn't get children. I got bad. I got something's hiding. Something evil is lurking. And that's the truth. That's what I got. And it's sad that the third floor, being the very top floor, is bad when it's not even a big space. Like, it's a hall and a couple of rooms, but nothing major. But I got that from there. So, for me, I would say there is something bad on the third floor and something bad on the first floor. I mean, in the basement. Now, stories show, or these stories will tell you that the second floor is where Lizzie and her sister were SA'd by their father. And that's what made them unalive them, if you get what I'm saying. Which I could understand that. But then they also said that the maid saw what was going on and did it herself. Now, Uncle John, you know, the uncle that was staying, all of a sudden he showed up, is somehow a part of this. But now, talking about my opinion on what happened. The truth is, this way I felt, is that the father was doing something to the kids. I do believe I think the maid and Uncle John got together and took out the parents. Because with that amount of money, you're going to pay for somebody to say, hey, they were at my house. Because, there would be no proof about it. That's the truth. Me personally, I think Lizzie and her sister knew about it. And I think that's why all of a sudden Lizzie's sister was out of town. And I think the stepmom was first. Because that was done before Andrew came in to lay down. It was already happened because there was nobody in the house but the maid supposedly, and Lizzie was outside. But yet they said Lizzie didn't hear anything. Make it make sense. Me personally, I think John and the thank you for the 30 like. Let's keep going up. Let's keep going up. Please share. Don't forget to share. Let's help each other out. Help us grow. Whatever. And remember, we do have subscriptions if you want to. But anyway, I think John, and the truth is, I think John was the one that unalived Andrew. And I think, what was the maid? What was her name? I can't remember what her name was. I should have wrote it down. I think she was the one that done the stepmom. That is the truth. That's what I think. That's the feeling I get. But now I will say that I think Lizzie paid a lot of people off. Because I'm going to tell you why. Lizzie's father bought her and her sister houses. Built them houses on some bay, okay? They didn't like the houses, so they sold them back to their father for $5,000 each. $5,000 in that day would have been like $100,000 today. Hey, broken kid, how are you? It would have been like $100,000 today. or give or take. I don't know, but it would have been a lot. So you would be able to give somebody $100 for them to say you were there. Thank you, Brandy. I love you. And it's just, I want to go. I'll be honest, I want to go. I don't need any equipment. Just let me walk through and let me see what's going on. Truthfully, I don't think Lizzie did it herself. I think the dress that she burnt was the maid's dress. That's what I think. Oh, thank you for the pumpkin. I love you. Thank you, Dixie. I love you. I think the dress that Lizzie burnt was the maid's dress. I think they were around about the same size. And that's what happened. Lizzie knew what happened. The maid had Lizzie to burn the dress. Because you never hear the maid go on trial. Like, she's never a suspect, and neither was John. But the thing is, I think that should have been the two that should have been on trial. And that is true. Actually, it was a blue dress that they burned. But it was supposedly had red paint on it. And that's what they said. It had red paint on it. And she chopped it up into pieces and burned it in the wooden stove or whatever they had at that time. I think it was a wooden stove. And it's just weird that, like, the feelings are so up and down. Like I said, the first floor, nothing. Nothing. There's nothing there. That's a good question. They said that they testified, but the thing is, why wasn't they questioned thoroughly? You know what I'm saying? But I can't understand either. Thank you, Dixie. I can't understand either. Is why did 12 men, now, not trying to be funny when I say this, of course they were all white men, say that a woman could never commit this type of act? I know plenty of women that can. If I wanted to. I know plenty of women that can. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of women that can do that. And the thing is, I can't understand. I'm wondering how many of those 12 have received, oh, thank you, Dixie, thank you so much, thank you. 12 received cash as a bribery. Because, now Lizzie did sit in jail, I think they said for 10 months. But then she went on house arrest for, like, what they call house arrest, which was don't leave the city type stuff after 10 months or whatever it was. But another thing I can't understand. Lizzie went, you know, when something like that happens, you have a ceremony, a funeral, and Lizzie had it in the parlor room on the bottom floor. However, knowing the condition that her stepmother and her father was in, she opened casket. And then when it was time to take them to the cemetery to bury them, she kissed the only cheek of her dad that he had left. She kissed it. Because from like here, I think it was like, no, it's from like here around was gone. That is the truth. And I don't understand why you would do that. You know, now another funny thing that I can't understand about this whole trial. They sent, after the stepmom and the dad was buried, they sent the police to go dig up these people, sever chop the head off, and bring it to the court. They said that the whole court cleaned out, like everybody left the court when the heads was taken out of the box and placed on a stack of books. They said that the heads were so decayed that the brain was mush and it was coming out the holes. Is what they said. Some things just don't add up. Yeah, I will say maybe Lizzie, it was a little weird. Maybe a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Over the top. Hey, Reader Frame. I love you. I didn't see you come in. But the thing is, why have an open casket? That's the first thing I don't understand. I love you too, Rita. But Raven, even though that, okay, why didn't her pastor, because apparently Lizzie was a very well-known Christian lady at the church. Why didn't the pastor say, no, we can't do it this way? We need to honor them by keeping it closed. But that's not what happened. He come in, he did the funeral like just a regular, like they passed naturally. Which made no sense to me. This whole topic was way over the top. And the truth is, I think there was just a lot of money paid out to the right individuals to keep their mouth shut. And that is the truth. I think a lot of it was paid out to keep people's mouths shut so Lizzie could go home. That is the truth. Because back in those days, if you did something, oh, thank you, Dixie. If you did something, you could buy your way out of things. I agree. It's intriguing. And that is the truth. But yeah, that's the whole story about Lizzie. Everything, thank you, Bubba. Everything that I found, which I had more, but I didn't want to keep out here all night because Jordan is a little tired and I haven't talked to my husband. He's stuck on I-20 and can't get out because there's a really bad wreck. And yeah, he's stuck there for a while. And, but yeah, this was the most intriguing thing I've ever seen. And I would love to go there. I would love to do my own walkthrough of everything. I would love to. Yeah, it's but there comes a point, Raven, that you start, like, if you talk too much about it, like I have this week, if you do too much research, your mind starts thinking, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody did break in, which there was no proof of. You know what I'm saying? Now, they did say that Andrew had a lot of enemies because of the, basically from what I get, he was like Trump. No offense to anyone, but that's what I understood. He was all about himself, and whoever he had to screw to get money, that's what he did. You understand? We all understand. That's what I got out of it. Now, my advice to everybody, watch the videos. Go to YouTube. Do your research and come to your own conclusion. Because just because I have one way of thinking, you could think way the opposite. Because, like, a lot of my moderators, they think that Lizzie did it. Who knows? They have the right to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there to argue. But me, my opinion, I think it was the maid and I think it was John. That's how I see it. That's who I think it was. Um, and I think there was a lot of other things going on in that house that caused this act. I try to see past the obvious, and that's my whole thing. I try to see past the obvious and look for hints that's going to point me into, and feelings that's going to point me into where I need to go. And that's what I do during these stories is I look and I feel, and I get to know places through video, through pictures, through everything. That's what I do. But like I said, me personally, I don't think it was Lizzie or her sister. Now, I might be wrong, and that's okay. It's a 50-50 chance. But the thing is, nobody will ever know the truth. Nobody. There's no evidence. No nothing. I think so, too. I think he was the one that took out Andrew. And I think the maid took out the stepmom. The reason I say the maid, because I'm going to tell you why I said the maid. The maid was also the cook. This was a wood-burning stove. You cannot tell me this lady didn't go out there and chop some wood and get some strength in her arm. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me that she didn't chop up some little wood and build some strength in her arm and took out her. Because you do that for a few years because the maid was with the Bordens for a long time. And I'm sure she chopped plenty of wood in her life. As many meals and everything she had to do. Yeah, y'all can't make me believe that the maid wasn't involved at all. And that's the truth. Now, Lizzie did finally pass in her another home she had bought. I think they said Montana, I want to say, or something like that. She did pass, and I think she was 51 or 61 years old when she passed. But back in those days, 51, like 61 was a good old life. Like that was it. That was common. But she got away with it. If she did it, whoever did it got away with it, and that's the God honest truth. And I do believe that there is something in that house. Yeah, 50 or 60 back then was our 80 to 90. Possibly 100, depending, because they didn't have the health care that we have as far as getting vaccinations and all that stuff like that. So they live shorter lives. Oh, we good. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, Nana. We are so good. I need some rain, so if you got some, please mail it to us. And that's the truth. But anyway, you guys, what do you think about this story? I mean, what is your opinion? Because, I like to give y'all a little chance to share whatever you got to think about, okay? And you tell me what you think. What do you believe on who did what? Do you believe Lizzie did it? Hey, Dallas Rogers, I love you. Yeah, it's a very intriguing story. And that is the truth. It's very intriguing. That's all I can say is it's very intriguing. There's nothing else. Y'all don't forget to tap that screen, please. And we're trying to hit 70,000 likes. And if you can, make sure you share it. And like Miss Carrie said, we do have subscriptions available. And if you're able to subscribe, please do so. We are trying to advance ourselves to move forward in the future. And that's what we're working on. And we're also saving for a trip for me and the girls down to New Orleans to do some paranormal stuff for you. We won't be able to show everything, but thank you. Thank you, Shandy. Yeah, Shandy. And let's if you're willing to, go for it. We're trying to save money to get down there, and we want to do some videos and do some YouTube video. And if you haven't followed me on YouTube, please go do so. And thank you all who did join us on YouTube. We still need a lot more, and that is the truth. And we do need a lot more over there. We're trying to build up that account for the New Orleans trip, which we got like a year and a half before we decide to go down there. We're trying to get everything planned out. And hi, Miami. Well, welcome to us. We're the weird, the wacky, and the beautiful Miss Dallas. We are. I was in that's been a long time ago. I was in Miami in my early 20s. And that's been, I ain't been in my 20s. That's all you need to know. I ain't gonna tell you how long it's been. It's been a long time ago, okay? I love you so much, Dallas, and welcome. I hope you will follow us and share and be a part of our beautiful family. We love paranormal stuff. We love these. We only do American right now. Eventually we will be doing other places, but right now we're just focusing on America right now. Only because it's so hard to even try to leave the country. You know, you can't really do nothing about that. But we do appreciate you, Dallas, for being here, and thank you for loving us. And Mama Wanda, I love you, Mama Wanda. Christina, I love you too. Yes, I do. And y'all, that's all I got for you tonight. Like I said, I'm tired. Hey, Lee, where'd you be? You late, cause we about to leave. Where you been, Lee? Lee, you got to talk to me. I'll wait a few minutes. You got to talk to me and tell me where you were. You know what I'm saying? Shandy, I love you. Thank you so much for that, Miss Shandy. But if you haven't followed us, please do follow us. We're just a very open family. We don't judge anybody. We don't care who you... Oh, okay, I got you. I'm waiting on my nails to come in. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Just so everybody know. I'm waiting on it, okay? It's supposed to be here today, I thought, but it didn't show up. But if you haven't followed us, please do. We love people. We try to support people. And like I said, our YouTube channel's over there. I also have a Book of Face. It's all under the same name as this one if you want to check it all out. So yeah, and we also have a Clap Clap. Same name. So in case, you know, things don't work out here, because we don't know what's going to happen, you know, we'll figure this out. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. But, Mama Carrie, write Christina's ideas down, if you don't mind. And I don't really remember. And I also want to thank my wonderful moderators and thank Dixie. Y'all know I love you guys more than life itself. And y'all doing your damn thing. That's all I'm going to say. Trishy, I appreciate you too. And Heather, I'm so proud of you. And Mama Carrie taking charge. Love that about her. We have some of the best moderators, and I can't do this without them, and that's the truth, because it takes a village to do things like this. And you know, you got to have flyers. You got to have, like, Heather made this beautiful flyer, and she makes all of her flyers for us. I will, Miss Rita. And I'm going to give you a virtual hug, okay? I can't do it in real life, but if I ever meet you, you're getting a hug, okay? And so I want to say a big shout out to them, and that I love them. And all that good stuff. And y'all be praying for Patricia, pray for Dixie, pray for all my moderators, because without them, because we the Yaya sisterhood, I'll be honest with you, that's what we are. We got a mama, we got a boss, we got everybody. Everybody got their jobs in our family. And know that you're just as part of our family as anybody else. But we have a family that's behind the scenes, and a family with you guys. And I'm the chubby one. I don't know what you're talking about, Trish. Thank you, Mia. I love you. I appreciate you so very much. And you guys are so awesome to us, and so good to us. And thank you for sticking with us for the last 2.5 years. Thank you, Mia. I love you. Thank you for sticking with us, and please continue to stick with us, and continue to share videos, and continue to love on us, because we love you. And I always know if you're having a hard time and need a friend, you got my moderators, you got me. We're all here to talk to you. We're here to listen, and you never have to worry about it going anywhere else. Okay, thank you, Dallas. I appreciate you. I do. And I'm so honored just to have you guys. And that's the God honest truth. Because when I started this, all I wanted was a family. Hey, Sherry B, where you was, girl? I miss my sister. Sherry B is my sister. That's my boo. And that's the truth. I can't wait to hug her neck either. But anyway, you guys, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I'm going to let you go. And remember, I love you guys. I love y'all. And thank you for being my family. Thank you for loving me. Hey, BB, I see you. I am great. How are you? Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. And let us know, let us know what you think about these topics we're coming up with, because we just don't want to give you a boring live. You know what I'm saying? We want to do something. What? What? Oh, wait, I got to read. What are we talking about, Trishy? What did Miss Raven say? I miss you too. I share it to everybody. BB, remember, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're always here. Unless something happens that's out of our control, we're always here, BB. And remember, we still love you, BB. And you are missed. Trust that. But anyway, you guys, I hope you have the best night ever, even though it wasn't a big crowd. But you know what? We did the best we could, and we moved on. And know that I love you very much. Always know that. And no matter what they tell you, no matter what they say about you, you are perfect as you are. See you next time.